So today I'm going to be doing another Disney Channel / Nickelodeon unpopular opinions video where I basically just give random thoughts and ideas that I have regarding these two networks. Okay, now my first unpopular opinion is a big pet peeve of mine when it comes to Nickelodeon is when Nickelodeon splits apart seasons for no reason. For example, if you go on Netflix, it will say that Victorious has 3 seasons, which it really does, but if you go on Wikipedia, it will say that the show has 4 seasons. That's because Nickelodeon split season 3 into 2 parts and marketed the second part of season 3 as season 4. And the way you can tell is by looking at the production codes of both season 3 and season 4. They both have the season 3 production code, so they're both the 3rd season of the show. They also did the same thing with iCarly and True Jackson VP and a whole bunch of other shows, and I hope Nickelodeon nowadays does not do that because it just creates all of this unnecessary confusion. Okay, now moving on. When it comes to crossovers, Nickelodeon is much better than Disney Channel in terms of cast interaction. Now, my main examples for this are That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana, Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana, and iParty with Victorious. Now, with iParty with Victorious, which is a Nickelodeon crossover between iCarly and Victorious, the cast mixed together really well. However, with That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana, which is a Disney Channel crossover between That's So Raven, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and Hannah Montana, the cast interaction was not as good. That's So Raven got to interact with The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody got to interact with Hannah Montana. But That's So Raven and Hannah Montana, they barely interacted with each other. All they did was say hi. And then in Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana, the people in Wizards of Waverly Place and the people in Hannah Montana, they didn't even see each other. At least in That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana, at least they said hi. Okay, moving on, it's a pretty well-known fact that between Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, my favorite show of all time is Wizards of Waverly Place. And one of the things I love the most about the show is the main character, Alex Russo. Now, I love how Alex is not a picture-perfect person. She has flaws, just like the rest of us. And that was pretty refreshing to see, especially on Disney Channel. Okay, now moving on, I thought it was interesting how the people that made Disney Channel the most money, who brought in the most viewers, like Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, the Jonas Brothers, the Sprouse Twins, those people, I thought it was interesting how they all left Disney Channel all at the same time, 2010, 2011, they all left Disney. And also what is even more interesting, out of all those people I just mentioned, Selena Gomez stayed with Disney the longest. Her show ended in 2012, and then she came back again in 2013 to do the Alex vs. Alex thing, and I thought that was cool. Okay, now moving on, I don't think all of the shows that are on Disney Channel right now are all that bad. There's this one Disney Channel show, I'm not sure if it's currently airing. I think it is. It just started last year. It's called Sydney to the Max, and I think it's a pretty good show. I remember seeing this clip online to where the main character, Sydney, got her period, and I was pleasantly shocked because Disney shows back in the day, they never did that. They never talked about that subject, and I thought it was really good to bring it up, especially for how many young girls there are watching Disney Channel. There was also the B story to where the guy was moving from wearing underwear to wearing boxers. So it's kind of like a rite of passage for both girls and guys. So I thought it was cool how they handled that situation. Okay, now this unpopular opinion is in regards to Disney XD. Now, I personally would have loved to have seen a crossover between Lab Rats and Kickin' It. Even though we did have some of the cast members guest star on each other's show, we never had a full crossover, and I would have loved to have seen it because I think Lab Rats and Kickin' It are the top 2 best Disney XD shows ever. Pair of Kings, I'd say that's 3rd place. Okay, so now moving on, everybody is well aware that Disney Channel and Nickelodeon are not as popular as they used to be back in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Now, there are a lot of reasons as to why this is, but my top 2 reasons as to why I think this is because 1, Nickelodeon's most popular show and Disney Channel's most popular show, both of them ended. Hannah Montana ended in 2011, iCarly ended in 2012. Those shows brought in all the ratings, so once they end, the ratings go down. But also, another thing that brought down Disney and Nickelodeon's ratings was the rise of the internet. So now, instead of watching Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, kids these days are watching YouTube and Netflix and Disney+. So anyways, that's it for my unpopular opinions video. Let me know if you agreed or disagreed with any of the things I said. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching.